Hey guys, what's up? Anthony Carrino here. I am standing outside a Genesis modular home in Show Village at the International Builders Show. We're going to take a tour of this thing, see how they're using propane to meet all their energy needs and make sure that they can energize this home no matter where they are. Come on. All right, so welcome to the inside. We're looking at a 3-bedroom unit. It's got 1,500 plus square feet, almost 1,600. This exact home is listed for $153,000. Prices have come way down on modular, so super impressed there. Now, looking at the mix of appliances and whatnot and finishes that we've got in here, we've got a 30-inch SMEG propane-powered range. So we've got the 4 burners, we've got the oven below, double sink. This is a 33-inch wide, so you're really not sacrificing on space here. 24-inch dishwasher. But to me, the thing that's really interesting here, this house was put together in 9 days. So is that going to happen on your site? Maybe not 9 days. We got to get connected to utilities and different things. But speaking of which, that's one of the benefits of propane. You're not waiting on the utility companies. You're going to have your tank ordered ahead of time. You're going to be doing your site work ahead of time. And whether it's an above ground tank or a buried tank underground, you're going to have that propane tank on site ready to go. Your plumber's just going to be able to connect to your house and your power. So as we enter primary bath, I mean, you're really not compromising that square footage. Absolutely huge shower. You've got a walk-in closet here, separate water closet, and double sinks. I mean, it's everything you could want in a primary. This house is also powered by a propane tankless hot water heater, which we'll look at on the outside of the home. As in any tankless, you've got an endless supply of hot water for this home. It's going to run efficiently, and being that you're burning propane, you are putting a lot less off-gassing into the environment. So as we come back through the kitchen and around the home, into the laundry room, proper laundry room, which is a ton of great extra space, plenty of storage. We've got propane-powered dryer. So anybody who's dealt with gas versus electric on the dryer front knows the efficiency, knows how nice and dry the propane dryer gets all your clothes. So other thing that's nice, these homes are available with dual fuel units. So if you're not familiar with dual fuel, that's an electric heat pump and a propane-powered furnace. So what that does is it allows you to use the electricity when the temperature is above 30 degrees, which is much more efficient for the heat pump to do its job. Once you drop into the 20s, that heat pump has to work overtime in order to change that outside air into conditioned air in your interior space. So that's when the propane-powered furnace will kick on, keep your home nice and cozy. So having that dual fuel mix, again, when you don't have a perfect energy solution, a one-stop shop, a silver bullet solution, utilizing a good mix of existing technologies that can get you into the cleanest possible home you can own is a great solution. So just popping back over into the kitchen for a minute, it is worth talking about ventilation. Proper ventilation is key in any home. Your indoor air quality is something that is very important to the health of you and your family. You want to be changing the air in your home regardless of the power source that you're using when you're cooking. But when you are talking about cooking on a propane range, anytime you're cooking, your ventilation should be on. And a lot of what we're talking about when we're creating unhealthy air is the actual foods that we're cooking. You bring oil to a temperature that's too high. You're changing the state of that from a liquid to a gas. You're putting that in the air. So you want to make sure your filtration system is on, operating properly. Let's head outside. We'll check out the fire pit and then tankless hot water heater, and we'll wrap it up. This is where I live when I'm in the mountains. I spend way more time outside than I do in. So this particular case, we've got a propane tank underneath the fire table. It's an option that comes with the house. The other thing that's nice is when your home is propane powered, you can tie these tables right into your main fuel source, and you don't have to worry about running to the hardware store to fill up the tank ever. So this thing is ready to go with a glass of wine or a cocktail anytime you want it. So last but not least, we've got our tankless hot water heater on the outside of the home. Again, propane powered. This is an endless supply of hot water. These things are sized for the number of bathrooms that are in the home and the number of hot water utilizing appliances. So it takes your washer into account, it takes your sinks into account, it takes your dishwasher into account if you have those items. And this is sized to not run out of hot water. So it's going to put enough gallons per minute through this device, heated up quickly so that you've got hot water at the tap at any time you turn it on. Now, the nicest thing about this is that when it's off, you're not heating water. When you're not calling for hot water inside the home, this appliance is not using any power whatsoever. So that wraps it up for our tour of the Genesis home. Really, really impressive. I mean, when you consider how far Modular has come, and I've been paying attention to this space for a long time, this is an impressive home. Over 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, full-size laundry room, walk-in closets. You've got propane power in your range, your tankless hot water heater, your dryer. You've got a propane-powered fire pit, and you've got the ability to upgrade to a dual-fuel HVAC system, which will utilize both that electric heat pump and that propane-powered furnace to keep you nice and cozy when those temperatures seriously drop. All that for around 150 grand. I mean, it's really impressive. So hope you enjoyed the tour, and let us know what you think in the comments.